Good morning students. Up to the last lecture we are studied about the shells and maximum number of electrons which are present in particular shell. Okay. So there are we use a one formula. Which formula? 2n square. Okay. This formula gives us the maximum number of electrons which are present in particular shell. Okay. There are we see structure of atom. Okay. This is nucleus, this is first shell, this is second shell, this is third shell. Okay, so according to this model of atom, okay, at center nucleus is there. Okay, then the first shell from this nucleus that we call K shell. Okay, then this second shell from nucleus we call L shell, then third shell we call M shell. Okay, so such a way that by using this alphabet from K, okay, further K, L, M, N, according to that we have to use name to the particular what shell. Okay, then also we studied the maximum capacity of particular shell. Okay, if you talk about K shell, okay, then there are we see that N is equal to 1, so 2 into 1 square is equal to 2. So maximum number of electrons which are present in K shell is 2. Then L. For L shell, what? That is the N is how much? 2. That is the shell number. Okay. So 2 square 4 into 2 8. So 8 electron, maximum 8 electron will be in the L shell. Okay. Then we have studied M. Okay. So about M, there are we see that what? It is the third number shell. Okay, so for M, N is equal to 3, so 3 square is 9, 9 into 2 18, so maximum number of electrons are 18. Okay, so these are the maximum capacity of that particular shell. Okay, K 2, L 8, M 18, N 32, such a way that, okay, if we increase the number of shell, then capacity of that shell goes on increasing. That we are also studied up to the last lecture. Okay, so you have to well remember these are the maximum capacities of the shells. Okay, according to that electrons are staying in that particular shell. Now in today the lecture, okay, we have to see electronic configuration of element. Okay, so what is electronic configuration that we have to see now. Okay, so up to now one thing we are understood, that is what? That is the at the center of atom there is nucleus, proton and neutron which are stayed inside that nucleus, and whatever the electron are there, okay, that all revolves around the nucleus. Okay, so that much study we have to carry out. But what is the actually meaning of electronic configuration, that now we have to see. Okay, so one thing we are saying up to the atomic model. Okay, so this is our nucleus. Okay, so this is the first shell, this is the second shell. Okay, so this is the K shell, this is the L shell. Okay, so there are we see about any element, what? Proton and neutron, which are the basic elementary particles, they are situated inside the nucleus, and the electron remaining is what? Negatively charged particle, that is the electron. Okay, so that all electrons are revolve around this nucleus. Okay, that is the modern atomic structure. Now if we study this electron, okay, if we try to study about this electron, then one thing we will be find there, what? Their arrangement. Okay, so look at here, all element here are not stay or not move randomly. Okay, so there is certain path or certain space in which some particular electrons are moved. Okay, look at that first two inner element we have, inner electron we have to see that are moving in K shell, that is the first shell. Okay, so if we see these two electrons, so that two electrons are moving in this circular path. Okay, so they are actually not go here and there. Okay, so it is the some specified path on which they are moving. Now look at, remember, 4 outer electrons. Okay, so these 4 outer electrons, they are moving in this L shape. Okay, so actually there is somewhat space between K shell and M shell. Okay, if you see atom, so there are, we see somewhat space between this K shell and L shell. Okay, so but still they are follow this path. Okay, actually they are not moving randomly. Okay, so such a way that if we see structure of element, okay, structure of atom of any element, then there are, we see this distribution of electron is systematic. Okay, according to shell wise. Okay, look at, this is the maximum capacity of shell. Okay, so if any atom have 6 electrons as like this, okay, these 2 and outer 4, so then there are, we see what, K shell. Okay, first these 2 electron are goes into the K shell. Okay, so now maximum capacity is fulfilled now. Okay, so 2 electrons only can stay here in this first K shell. Okay, then we have total 6 electron. Okay, so now how much electrons are remain now? 4 electron. Okay, so if the first 2 electron are goes into K shell, then remaining 4 electrons are go to the next shell. Okay, so the remaining electrons are arranged into the next shell. So remaining 4 electrons we are seeing in this L shell. So L shell has maximum capacity 8. So these 2 are here K shell. So remaining 4 will be here L shell. Okay, so such a way that if we see any element, okay, then there are distribution of electron is systematic. Okay, and electronic configuration tells us that concept. Okay, so definition of electronic configuration we see that tells us distribution of electron. Okay, distribution of electron in an atom, okay, according to systematic shell wise. Okay, so if you see this is a distribution of electrons in an atom. Okay, it is what, it is a somewhat systematic. Okay, there are only 2 remaining. If 8 are there, then 8 will be arranged in this. Below 8, okay, maximum how much electron can stay in this L shell? That is the 8 electrons. 9th electron will be go into the somewhat next energy level, that is the next shell. Okay, so such a way that distribution of electron according to shell, okay, around the nucleus is nothing but the electronic configuration. Okay, what? Distribution of, systematic distribution of electron in the shell around the nucleus is simply called electronic configuration of an element. Okay, so this thing you have to remember in the electronic configuration. Okay, so electronic configuration, this concept tells us one thing, what? Whatever the electron present in a particular atom that are arranged in some particular manner. Okay, so they are not randomly placed in somewhat particular shells. Okay, so there are certain rules. Okay, so look at, if we observe the shells and their maximum capacity. Okay, so there are K shell have maximum capacity of 2 electrons, so never we will find a third electron. Okay, if somewhat hydrogen atom that contain only 1 electron, so that 1 electron only will be here in first shell, that 1 electron is not in the L shell. Okay, so first 2 electrons are added in this K shell, then remaining electrons will be added according to different shell, and capacity of this shell is that much. Okay, so now such a way that electronic configuration in the topic we have to only understand one thing, that is what? The distribution of electrons around the nucleus is systematic. Okay, according to shell wise, and you have to remember here maximum capacity. Okay, we have to start to fill up this cell from this K shell. Okay, now we have to see one chart that is given in book about the electronic configuration. Okay, but here you have to remember only that is the whatever the electron which are present inside an atom, that are all arranged in systematic manner according to shell wise. That is nothing but the electronic configuration of an element. Now we have to see one chart that is given in our book. Okay, that is the electronic configuration of certain element. How we have to write electronic configuration of an element? Okay, so generally question asked in examination, they are give you one element, suppose they are give you oxygen. Okay, and its electronic number is 8, electron number is 8, then they say to write you that write electronic configuration of oxygen. Okay, so you have to write electronic configuration. How that electronic configuration we have to write, that I will tell you. But first here look at the chart. Okay, first is element. Okay, different elements are there given. Okay, then its name in short form. Okay, how they are used in periodic table. How we can denote such an element, that short names of that elements are given in this second column. Then number of element in that particular atom. Okay, so if helium atom, then how many electrons are there, that are given in this chart. Then distribution of electrons in shell. Okay, maximum capacity of shell. Okay, now distribution of electron according to shell wise, that we have to write here. Now here number of electrons are given. Okay, so how that electrons are arranged in this shell, that we have to see. Okay, I already told you, electron first added in K shell. Okay, if 2 electrons are added in K shell, then remaining electrons are added into the next shell. Okay, and we know capacity of K shell is 2, L shell is 8, M shell is 18, and N shell is 32. Okay, so how electronic configuration of any element we have to write, that we will see. Okay, now look at first of hydrogen element. Okay, so number of elements, electrons in an atom of hydrogen is how much? 1. Okay, we know up to, suppose this is nucleus and this is K shell. Okay, so we know maximum capacity of this K shell is how much? 2 electrons. But now hydrogen has only 1 electron, so that electron first will be added in K shell. Okay, so in K shell that electron will be here. So look at 1 electron, that 1 electron is added into K shell, so there is nothing in L, M and N shell. Okay, so electronic configuration, this chart. Okay, electronic configuration in numbers. Okay, electronic configuration in numbers. So that numbers we have to write according to shell wise. Okay, first of all we have to write number of K shell, then there is nothing L, M and N shell, then we don't have to write anything there if no electron are present in L, M and N shell. Okay, then second is helium. Look at about the helium. This is nucleus and this is the first shell. Electrons are start to fill up in particular atom from this first shell, that is the K shell. Okay, so helium has 2 atoms. Okay, so and K shell has its capacity of 2 atoms. Okay, so that 2 electron can be added into this K shell. So in K shell, how much electrons are there in helium? 2 electrons. So all electrons are added into K shell. Maximum capacity of K shell is how much? 2 electrons. So L, M, N, nothing electrons are there. So here we have to write only 2. Okay. Then lithium. Okay. Lithium, there are 3 electrons are there. Okay. So look at, this is the K shell. Okay. And we know in K shell how many maximum electrons are there? Only 2. So now first two electrons are added in K shell. Okay, then that one electron out of three remaining, that will be added to the next shell. Okay, so that electron will added in this L shell. Okay, so in a lithium, first two electrons are in K shell, then remaining one electron, that will be in L shell. Okay, so three electrons are arranged, in which two in K shell and one in L shell. Okay, so 3 okay, this distribution is complete. Here is nothing. So we have to write distribution in numbers. Okay, means what? We have to write this number according to shell wise. Okay, 3 how much? In first we have to write K shell. Okay, how many electron are K shell? 2. Then we have to give one comma here. Okay, then we have to write number of electrons in L shell, 2 1. Okay, so this is the electronic configuration of lithium element, lithium atom. What? 2 1. It means that first two electrons are added in K shell, then remaining one electron in added in L shell. Okay, then look at here, carbon. Okay, we know carbon has 6 elements, so 6 electrons. Okay, so how these 6 electrons are added in a shell? Look at, in K shell, how many maximum electrons can be there? Only 2 electrons. So first 2 electrons in K shell. Okay, then how many electrons are remain now? Out of 6, 4 are added into K shell, then remain 4. Okay, that remain 4 are added into the next shell. Okay, so look at, suppose this is a carbon atom. Okay, first 2 electrons are added in K shell. Okay, then remaining 4 electrons, okay, such a way that will be added into the L shell. Okay, so 2 4 2 4 6, how many electrons are there? 6. So such a way that this is the electronic configuration of carbon. So that you write first K shell electron 2 comma, then L shell electron 4. Okay, so this is the electronic configuration of carbon atom. Then nitrogen. Okay, in the nitrogen there are, we see, 7 electrons are there. Okay, so we know what? First 2 electrons will be added in K shell. Okay, now how many electrons are remaining now? Okay, that is how much? 5 electrons. Okay, out of 7, 2 are added into K shell, then remaining are how much? 5. Okay, so that all the 5 electrons will added into this L shell, because maximum capacity is how much? 8 electrons. Okay, so up to 8 electrons, except this K shell, whatever the electron remaining in an atom, that all electrons are filled up in this second L shell. Okay, maximum how much? 8. If remaining electrons are more than 8, then 8 will be added here and remaining will be transferred into the next shell. Okay, how that we will see in the example of sodium atom. Okay, so look at 2 5 7. Okay, so 2 5. Okay, this is the electronic configuration in numbers of nitrogen. Then look at oxygen. Okay, so there are total 8 electrons in an oxygen atom. So first 2 electrons will be added in K shell. Okay, first K shell is fulfilled, then that electron will be transferred to the next shell. So how much electrons are remaining now? 6 electrons. So maximum capacity of L shell is how much? 8 electrons. So that remaining 6 electron will be added here. Okay, so 2 6 8, how much total electrons? 8. Okay, so 2 6, this is the electronic configuration in number of oxygen element. Now look at sodium atom. Okay, now look at here, it has 11 what? Electrons. We know first 2 electrons always adding K shell. Okay, now look at how many electrons are there remain now? 9 electrons. 9 and 2 is how much? 11. So 9 electrons are remain. But now look at here, L shell. Maximum capacity of L shell is how much? 8 electrons. But how many electrons are remaining now? 9 electrons. Okay. So maximum number of electrons can be added into L shell is how much? 8. So 8 electrons are there. Okay, maximum 8 electrons will be added into L shell. Now still 1 electron is also remaining. Okay, so that remaining 1 electron will be added to the next shell, that is the M shell. Okay, so 2 K shell, then L shell, that is the 8, and that then N. This is the electronic configuration of sodium element. Okay, so look at now another one example we will see of element which having somewhat higher electronic configuration. Okay, look at fluorine. Okay, that having 17 atomic number. Fluorine. Okay, Cl. Now it has total number of electrons are 17. Okay, now look at here. If 17 total electrons are there, okay, we know first 2 electrons are added into K shell. Okay, then how much electrons are remaining of 15 electrons? Out of them, L shell maximum capacity is how much? 8. So 8 electrons will be present here in the L shell. So how many electron goes now? 10. Total number of electrons are how much? 17. So 7 electrons are still remain now. So that 7 electrons will be added in this M shell, because maximum capacity of M shell is how much? 18. So that 7 electron will be present here. So 2 and 8 10, 10 and 7 17. So these are such a way that these 17 electrons are arranged in fluorine atom such a way according to shell. Okay, so electronic configuration in numbers will be 2, 8, 7. Okay, so such a way that we have to write electronic configuration of elements. If any element is given, okay, and you have to know, or you know the number of electrons, then you can write its electronic configuration very easily. But you have to know this is the maximum capacity of shell. Okay, and that can be calculated by using formula 2n square. Okay, n is what? Shell number. K is first shell, 2 is the maximum capacity of K shell, L is the second shell, maximum capacity of L shell is 8, then M is the third shell, 18 is the capacity of third shell, N is the fourth, and 32 is the maximum capacity of this N shell. Okay, so such a way that we have to write electronic configuration of particular element. Okay, so electronic configuration is simply what? The arrangement of electrons. Look at here are 17 electrons. Okay, but that 17 electrons are arranged according to shell wise. Okay, out of 17, 2 are in K shell, 8 are in L shell, and 7 are in M shell. Okay, so such a this is shell wise arrangement of electrons in an atom is called as electronic configuration. Okay, and such questions are asked in examination to write the electronic configuration in number form. Okay, if chlorine 17 is given, then such a way you have to write its electronic configuration. First we have to write number of electron of K shell, then L shell, and then M shell. Okay, so such a way that this electronic configuration of any element we can write. Okay, so if you not understood this part, have any question, then please ask me. Okay, remaining part we will see, and some elements are also remain from that chart. Okay, that you have to try now such a way that in maximum K shell 2 electron, L shell 8, n shell maximum 18. Okay, maximum 18. So such a way that the electronic configuration of remaining atoms you have to write in your book. If you have any problem, then please ask me. Remaining topic we will see in tomorrow's lecture. Thank you.